guys, it's Abby, your everyday mermaid, and today I am hanging out with Mermaid Morgana here.
Hi.
Morgana, actually, we have a mutual friend.
We do.
Randy, who I actually worked with maybe like 8 years ago.
Oh, back in the.
Oh, back in the day, girl, back in the day. And now he apparently works for You're the boss, okay? So tell me a little bit about what you do and how you're the boss of Randy.
So to start with Randy, Randy's actually our head mer wrangler. We love him to death.
Mer wrangler.
Mer wrangler. He says it goes right on the top of his resume.
I believe that.
But it comes with a big job. He mostly keeps us safe at events, make sure that we have our tail if we need to be transported physically. You've met Randy, big guy.
Big guy.
He loves lifting mermaids.
I bet he does.
Gotta have a hobby. and most importantly, he is responsible for the safety and maintenance of our 3,000-gallon performance tank.
Okay, wait. How many gallons?
3,000 gallons. It is 9 feet tall, making it, to the best of my Googling abilities, the tallest travel mermaid tank in the country.
Oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. So y'all are just hanging out in your giant tank, traveling the world.
We are. The world is next on the list. We did start out the year picking it up in Canada.
Oh, wow.
And then it's got bookings in New York and Pennsylvania and North Carolina later this year.
I am speechless at this point. That is the coolest thing I've ever heard.
We love it.
So, okay, how did you get into mermaiding? Mm-hmm. Like, what is your backstory? First of all, where are you from?
So I'm from the Washington, D.C. area right now.
Okay.
And that is where I started mermaiding. I'm an Army brat, so I'm not really from anywhere.
I love that.
I grew up in the Caribbean mostly, in Panama, so that really played into sort of my persona and my backstory.
Got it.
And so I come at mermaiding from kind of a different aspect. Most people had this dream of being a mermaid since they were little, and they grew up loving the water. Yeah. I actually grew up, I almost drowned when I was 3 and grew up very afraid of the water.
Wow.
So I come from a different angle. But when I was in college, I became a circus performer.
Okay.
And I actually specialize in aerial dance.
Okay.
So I got into circus, and I started becoming a full-time circus performer. I did silks and the hoop, and basically if you could hang it from a ceiling and dance on it, I did.
Nice.
And from that, I just sort of branched out, and I got into stilts, and I got into fire, and that was all well and good. And then I, on some of the circus blogs, had seen pictures now of mermaids, and they were combining it with aerial dance, or they were combining it with other things. Cirque Italia had a mermaid for a while. And I decided that was the next thing for me, that I was going to learn to be a mermaid. And back when I was doing this, it was 2012. Nobody existed.
Totally. And
Hannah existed.
Hannah existed. A few other OG mermaids existed. Yeah. And that's what I've been trying to tell everyone. Back in the day.
Yeah. There weren't classes.
No. Mermaid Tail's you had to make your own tail.
Oh, my first tail. Oh, let's not talk about my first tail. Let's
talk about it.
I'm pretty sure it was latex based, and it was coated in craft glitter. Like that Michael's on sale craft glitter.
All right.
Everywhere.
Okay, glitter.
Oh. Yeah. But no one was making tails. I had to find somebody on eBay who had one and was selling it, and it was just awful.
Okay.
But the funniest thing about me and mermaiding is that when I got in a tail the first time, awful as the tail was, and I got in the water the first time, that fear of drowning completely disappeared.
What?
In an instant. So I'd almost drowned when I was 3.
Yeah.
I grew up hating to put my head under the water. Never wanted to do it ever again. The first time I put on a tail, dove right in, no fear whatsoever. And I figured out that for me, it's a performance. Yes. I've been a performer for a decade.
Yes.
So you put me on the tail, and now I'm performing.
Totally.
And it doesn't matter if I'm scared. If I'm in the air, it doesn't matter if I'm scared. I still need to perform. If I'm lighting myself literally on fire, it doesn't matter if I'm scared. That's the performance. And if I'm going to dive in a mermaid tail, I'm not scared anymore.
It's a performance. Wow. Yeah. And that is the life of a true performer. Overcoming all fears and obstacles to make it work. I'm so impressed. That is the coolest story.
And that's why the company is called Circus Siren. Because if it weren't for the circus.
Because of the circus aspect. Got it. Man, that is just so inspiring to me.
Thank you.
Y'all, and that's the thing, the mermaid world, and just this kind of, it's a crazy crazy unique world.
It's
but
incredibly diverse.
yeah, diverse and just so many unique people and different backgrounds. And, you know, I mean, she almost drowned and is a mermaid. So, like, overcoming your fears and, like, becoming, like, this cool person is just like,
it makes it really magical. You know, mermaids have this
Yes.
mystical, magical aspect to them, and so for me, I kind of have my own little bit of mermaid magic of it, allowing me to enjoy being underwater again.
yes, that is so cool and inspiring. And I have all the feels right now, all the mermaid feels. Well, okay, so y'all are hanging out in your tank
Yes.
for Mermaid Megafest.
And not only are we in the tank, but for the first time and probably the only time,
For the first time. Yes.
we're actually allowing photo shoot slots. We brought in a professional photographer from Florida.
Okay.
And you can rent the tank for a 10-minute mini photo shoot session. So for a lot of the professional mermaids that don't have access to a tank and a
Yeah.
photographer at the same time, that are here for Mermaid Megafest,
Yeah.
they have a chance to get some really nice professional photos.
I need to check up on
I'll
that.
say this hair in that sunlight, it's
Oh,
gonna
yes,
look
girl.
good.
I'm feeling it. I'll connect.
Absolutely.
Connect. Well, awesome. Well, okay. How can people follow you on Instagram, YouTube? How can people follow you?
It's really simple. It's Circus Siren Pod. Pod like a pod of dolphins or a pod of mermaids.
Right.
So
Pod of mermaids.
it's all one word. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram. I don't think we're on YouTube. True story, guys. We are not social media queens. I mean,
Well, guess what? You're on YouTube.
we try. We do. I try to post the pictures and do the updates, but we like interacting with people, and so we tend to forget to take the photo and put it up. But we also have our list of events on our Facebook page.
Perfect.
We do travel, so if you're looking to run into us somewhere, check us out on Facebook.
Yes, love that. And I can help you with the social media.
Oh,
girl.
please do.
I can hook you
It is
up.
not my strong suit.
I got you. Well, thank you so much for chatting with me today. It is
Thank
so
you for
nice to
having
meet
me.
you. And I'll go check out that tank.
You should. It's so much fun.
That sounds awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much, and have a great time at Mermaid Megafest.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys, and we'll see you next time.